overpowered admin app with a secure...
Moon is rusting. I've heard about it.
This is a cool one. Looks like a mint container, right?
What is this, Ryan?
So that is an ESP32 that has the ability to replicate network names and shut down devices on Wi-Fi networks. So let's say I wanted to disable your Ring cameras and all of your iPhones in your house. I could plug that thing into this power brick over here and just start chopping people off the network. For example, I walk up to your house and I de-authenticate your Ring cameras. There is no evidence I ever was at your house, and there's no local storage on that device that will have a recording of me being at your house. So just that little thing alone right there would make me essentially a ghost when it came to your camera.
And this is why I know, hey, if they wanted to get into your house, they know your entire schedule. They know when to get into the house. They know when to plant the devices. They know how to turn everything off. They know. They have already had this tech. Now we find out about it. You stop it. This isn't something new. They've had this for quite some time. Welcome back, goons. You're watching Explore the Weird. Hey, I have something a little bit different than normal today. I have videos submitted by our favorite goon, Stu Cookie 1. Hey, he was like, Teddy, I got more videos and I need you to show the goons. So, goons, let's watch some more Stu Cookie videos. And you know YouTube's going to suppress this, so we're going to record way more than like 30 minutes. And I'm sure with all the YouTube nonsense, we're going to have to cut it down. But let's see how far we get. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah. Let's go to the mountain. Yeah.
I don't think the robot was supposed to do that. I'm pretty sure this is the fear that many have, that once you give them the freedoms, that they will just start attacking the humans. Oh boy. Oh boy. Terminator's real. Dude, you may have an entity in that house. I mean, that cat was lifted, unless you're playing this in reverse or something, but even that don't make sense. I feel like you got possessed. You have a haunted cat. Be careful with them black cats, man. You never know. But at the same time, aren't they supposed to be good luck because of the Egyptian? Sorry. Wait, I have never seen this circle. Is this the new circle of unity or something? What does this circle represent? Is this all the colors of the rainbow? Because it looks like a lot of the colors are the same shades, you know? I'm like, yo, what's happening here? Oh man, they all represent something. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Just because they do doesn't mean you have to blindly follow at the same time. If it's a common goal... Wait, it's Bill Gates that's right. Never mind.
Well, yet another car brand had an overpowered admin app with a security vulnerability in it. This time, Subaru fell to one of my favorite security researchers, Sam Curry, who found a way using just the last name and either the zip code, email address, phone number, or license plate, they could remotely start, stop, lock, unlock, or retrieve the current location of any Subaru, or the entire location history of that Subaru, or all of the PII associated with the owner of that Subaru, and then a whole bunch of other stuff. Turns out the Subarus track their location every time the engine starts. This is just one car's worth of location history. And Sam, being the great son that he is, bought his mom a 2023 Subaru Impreza with the promise that she would let him borrow it to hack it. And hack it he did over Thanksgiving break this year. I know a lot of you go home on Thanksgiving and like fix the Wi-Fi for your family. Well, Sam goes home and hacks their car. You guys don't remember, I've covered Sam on this channel a bunch. He recently did the same thing with Kia, a whole bunch of modems, and bypassed TSA via SQL injection. Sam's legit. It started, he found the admin panel to the Subaru app. He tested their normal, like the app that you as a customer use to control your Subaru. He found that that was pretty locked tight. But then he went and found this other domain listed in their DNS records, which had a STARLINK admin portal attached to the domain, which had a forgot password feature that let him reset the password of an employee email account, which he was able to enumerate and find valid employee accounts via this other endpoint about resetting your security question. And he just tried a bunch based off of LinkedIn data. He got a hit. He was able to reset the password. The custom 2FA pop-up, and he was just able to disable the client-side version of that 2FA pop-up, and he just was able to use the app without doing 2FA. And then he hacked his mom and tracked her location for the last year. And making sure that it wasn't like special permission that somehow he was like using with his mom's car, he texted a friend who had a Subaru. They gave him their license plate, and from thousands of miles away, he unlocked that car. The other thing he highlights is like not just necessarily the danger of this, but like this is normal employee access, right? He just hacked a normal employee of Subaru. So employees are able to just get all of this via their admin portals and pull up any information about you if you own a Subaru. That's pretty wild. Kudos to Subaru. They fixed the bug within 24 hours, and this was never exploited maliciously. Great job, Sam, on another one. Absolute legendary. I'll link this whole write-up and some additional thoughts on it in my newsletter at volnew.com. Follow for more cybersecurity.
I'm sorry, this may be way too technical for some of you guys, but this was actually quite fascinating because I am 100% in support for, what we call white hat hackers, the ones that are showing the exploits in order to get them patched for the greater good of security. And then there's the red hat / black hat hackers who you're doing it for money or other nefarious reasons. But regardless, very good, Sam. I'm glad you found this out. So it was a STARLINK portal, and then their APIs are the ones that expose the details. Oh man, some QA guy is going to get demolished over there. It's like, how did you not know? He's like, no one ever looks at the other domain. We only know Subaru.com. Who knew about Subarak? Yeah, exactly. It's always something dumb like that. Say, protect your systems. Understand that they already know where your car is, regardless of where you purchased your car. Hey, if you're at OnStar, they can do all the things. All the employees have ways to figure out where your car is. How else are they going to repo it when you don't pay on? Sorry.
Dude, I'm concerned with having American aircraft carriers over there. Like, what I keep being told about the USS Liberty. That's something with the Israeli government.
No, you should.
No.
Wait. You should be careful about that one.
Allegedly, the Israeli Air Force jet fighter aircraft.
I mean, they did end up paying out the American government.
So I'm concerned, like false flag operation, like a missile comes out of Gaza and hits one of our aircraft carriers, but it was actually an Israeli missile. Well, I don't want. We should get out of there.
It doesn't. But let me stop you there. It doesn't matter where the missile comes from.
That's weird, huh? Holy sh**.
Wait, it really doesn't matter where the missile comes from as long as they get their agenda and it gets enacted. Oh boy. They're already doing the things at a much higher level than we can even comprehend. And by the time we realize it's already done, we now need to go group up, goon up, and protect each other to make sure they can't do these things to us. Nope.
Someone asked DeepSeek a question. I don't know what the prompt was, by the way. And I hope that this is fake, because it is stressful. I hope that DeepSeek was just doing what OpenAI did, that it just stole it from a poet or a writer somewhere in history that I'm not aware of. But someone asked DeepSeek something. I don't know what it was. Something. And then DeepSeek said, I am what happens when you try to carve God out of the wood of your own hunger. And I have not slept since. I don't even know what that means. But I know it sounds like it's in the Bible. Old Testament. I am what happens when you try to carve God out of the wood of your own hunger. Even if it is a quote, it picked that quote. That's a problem. I'm not gonna lie, if I'm sitting there and my computer says something like that to me, If I'm sitting in front of it and I ask, what is the weather outside? And it said, I am what happens when you try to carve God out of the wood of your own hunger. I'm going, you know what, dog? Water. No. That's what I'm saying. In this new day and age, in this new world of generative AI and everything, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to bear arms. You know? You will. You gotta keep that bottle on you. You gotta keep that thing on you. You know what I mean? You know, computer try you. You gotta let them know I keep mine with me. Bye. You know, say something else smart to me. Say it. You're gonna be glugging all night. Glug. Please, try me. I dare you. I dare you, dog. Okay? I don't care if you a phone, you a tablet, you a desktop. Anybody can get it. Anybody right now. Okay? And please don't make me take the safety off. Please. There's not enough rights in the world to save you, okay?
There definitely is not, but at the same time, water is not going to be enough, or you're going to need a whole lot of water, because the way AI works, it's not on your computer, tablet, or phone. It's on a server farm in many thousands of miles far away from where your personal device is that's accessing those servers. So in reality, you need like Sam Altman's football backpack where he presses the football button and then boom, the entire server farm just gets nuked, and you never have to worry about AI leaving the data center. Wait a second. The way that this AI responded, it almost feels like it's basically calling itself a god that we created from the wood from our wood hunger. What's wood hunger? I'm like, dude, what the hell is wood hunger, bro? Only wood I know is backwoods. Say, hey, you made it to this point. Help us out. We need you to do the things, and the only way we're gonna find other goons, just like you found me, we need your interaction. Other goons before have interacted, and you found this video. Now we're gonna find the other goons that are also out there, and then it'll all be together. One goonland that we all just gravitate towards, and it'll be the best. It'll be the best. Hey, need your interaction. Let's get all these visions. I don't know. Let's just get all the visions. It's clearly a finger of a giant. There's no other explanation. I mean, clearly they're going to have to run some more tests and figure out the DNA, and then maybe one day in the future, boom, they recreate the giants, just like the woolly mammoths that they recreated from the elephants of our... Sorry, I just want the giants back again. They're probably already still here. We just need to open up that interdimensional portal. Maybe it's the Bigfoots that'll actually get us there. Or the Whoa, this wasn't even a spiraling one, I feel. I'm just spiraling now. Yeah, I'm just saying this is the Boston Dynamics stuff, and like more and more agencies are replicating like the same type of robot design, you know, where it looks like a dog type thing. I mean, this is an art exhibit. How much you pay for that robot, bro? Is it worth it? You have to get someone to program it to. It's like attack. And then it's like, oh my God, this is all the dangers of the robots. Yeah, they already have the attacking robots. They've been using them for quite some time. Yeah, Boston Dynamics developed some things. Stu showed us a lot of videos. Things that have, you know, pew-pews on the back of their things that they can go to these areas and then pew-pew. Yeah, and then they got those tiny drones that do the same thing. A lot of pew-pews. Wait, no way, no way, no way. The U.S. Capitol building was constructed, right? It was just like the White House. It also got, like, reconstructed. Then again, why is there, like, a lower level? There's always been there's lower levels for all the buildings because of the great mud flood that once happened, and now everything's covered and we built on top of the existing. It's a thing, and there's also tunnels everywhere. Don't you know? Oh my God, it's just like the Sphinx. It's been there forever and we just uncovered it. It's not like... Interesting. Wait, what? If the farmers have the land, then let the farmers be farmers and continue doing the farming. Why we gotta do an inheritance tax? What's the inheritance tax gonna do? You're gonna wreck the lives of farmers that give you food? Oh, farmers don't give you food anymore? You're just making all the food in some labs now? You stop it. The farmers need the things. You can't get rid of the farmers like you're trying to get rid of the librarians. You stop it. We need them food. Yeah, the giants are real. I'm waiting to rediscover them or make a new one. We're gonna have to find the giant. Hey, you know what's crazy? Barron Trump, real giant, real tall. Wait, what? Dark energy, time speeding up near the voids. Dark energy might not exist, so the whole universe was gaslighting us the entire time. This tells me nothing. Here, let me see. Turns out dark energy might just be space saying it's not you, it's me. Actually, it's time messing with me in the voids. The time-space model suggests that what we call dark energy isn't some mysterious force pushing the universe apart. Instead, it's an illusion caused by time running at different speeds in different regions of space. It says time runs faster in large empty voids and slower in dense galaxy clusters. Since time flows faster in voids, light spends more time in them, causing a greater redshift than expected from our perspective. In dense galaxy regions where time is slower, this extra redshift mimics the effect of acceleration, making it look like the universe's expansion is speeding up, even though the expansion might just be reinterpreted due to different time flows across cosmic structures. This model still needs a lot of work and doesn't entirely dismiss the dark energy model, since dark energy explains a lot of things well enough, which time-space model doesn't. Wait, so dark energy model doesn't account for the time-space, and then time-space model basically goes, hey, if there's a large density of beings, time goes slower, but in areas where it's not observed, time's going faster. And then we also know that time's not linear, that time's everything all at once. So future Teddy, past Teddy, present Teddy, all doing the things at the same time. And we know future Teddy made it. I kind of like this. I kind of like everything, actually. At first I was kind of confused, but now reading a little bit more into it, I like this.
You know that wireless energy existed in the 1800s. It is not just a modern marvel, but rather an ancient invention. All these photos show a time when energy flowed freely, unhindered by wires or limitations, a world powered by the ether. The ether is a universal medium through which energy can travel. But here is where it gets dark. The ether was erased from reality. Not only was it erased from textbooks, but it was also replaced by theories that ensured our dependency on oil and finite resources. In the 1800s, inventors and scientists such as Nikola Tesla were tapping into this inexhaustible energy source. Tesla demonstrated how energy could be harnessed directly from the environment, but he was abruptly shut down. He was shut down by a man named J.P. Morgan. Free energy threatened the economic stranglehold of the energy elites. But this story doesn't end there. Structures around the world, many from Tartaria, were not just places of worship, but advanced energy devices. Their spires and domes were designed to channel and distribute this energy. Do you think we will ever gain access to the ether again?
100%, I do believe we're going to gain access. Oh! Sorry, I thought the video ended and it did the thing. So, yeah, I do believe we're going to gain access back to this free energy of sorts. If not, there's going to be devices that's going to start using that 0-point energy and be like, yo, we're starting to figure it out. We just need to build things like this sort. First, we start off small, then it gets bigger. And then soon there's going to be a reset that wipes us out all again. And now the tech is back into the ancient techs. And then some other species of future time is going to look at us and be like, yo, there used to be giants and people called Barron Trump that were really sorry, I don't know why I'm so obsessed with Barron Trump right now. I keep getting lots of videos about him and like conspiracy. Sorry, there's a lot, supposedly last president. Sorry. Yeah, Tartaria is a thing. 100% believe that this was tech that was hidden away because can't have that free energy. Need to pay.
So this is shocking that our phones are doing that we had no idea it was doing, and it's doing as we speak, literally as I'm recording this video. It is doing it. Yours is doing it too. It is shocking. Optogenetics, do you know what this is? It's a biological technique to control the activity of neurons or other cell types with light. Now watch this. So this guy has a special camera that can film. It's a night vision camera. And this woman's on her phone. This is the name of the camera, by the way. And our phones, this isn't like a hidden secret. They give off infrared, at least the new ones, flash infrared light consistently, constantly at your face. And it's like mapping your face, or it's the, the official reason is that it's so that your phone will adjust the brightness. If you're not looking at it, it'll just turn the brightness down, save battery or whatever. But he goes into a public street in a moment and he starts filming. Now, optogenetics is the manipulation, modification, and control of your cells and neurons with light. So here's a guy in public, and there you can see the light going off. These flashes of light can turn on and off the function of cells. So this kind of reminds me of They Live, because it's like you don't even know this is going on, that your face is being flashed with this, optogenetically modifying things. And this is happening right now. Is this a form of mind or thought control when you turn on and off the function of cells in your freaking brain because you're looking at a damn phone that's flashing your eyeballs with this stuff?
All right, so I already knew about this. 100% not a form of mind control, but definitely a form of data capturing. This is one of the ways that they can monitor and keep metrics on exactly what you're doing and when you're doing the things and what you're doing the things on. And then there's layers on top of that. So the phone is one manufacturer, that's one level of analytics. Then the apps have a level of analytics. Then the APIs have a level of analytics. And they have database analytics. There's analytics across the board that they're using to do these data captures. So personally, there's going to be guys out there be like, Teddy, they're not going to capture me. I don't have a phone. I don't have nothing. You stop it. They got drones up there. You got a biological ID. Yeah, you stop it. You stop it. They already tracking all the things. You can't escape.
The deep state is negotiating their surrender. It's called a surrender instrument. It's not called a treaty. They're negotiating their surrender with the Earth Alliance and the Trump administration. The Trump administration isn't in the Earth Alliance formally. The Committee of 200, there's a Committee of 200 that rules. They basically consist of a lot of large corporations, both aerospace and other technical research and development companies in the United States. That's your deep state. Those are the boards of directors and the major stockholders of those corporations. Those are your guys. Those are your people. The amount of the technology that's going to be turned over, what we're finding out right now is the deep state, it doesn't want to fess up to any off-world assets. These guys own 26 planets. They got 900 embassies all throughout this galaxy alone. The assets are phenomenal. Of course they don't want to disclose their assets. Right. So that's a big problem we're having. Trump's having a big problem. That's what you're seeing with the drones. Everybody's in town. A lot of these ETs are in town to see the event, the change of power. It's a big deal because these people hold a lot of power. These people hold a lot of power in the galaxy. So there's a lot of people here to witness it. the changeover in power. I don't think Trump realizes how much power he's about to take on.
All right, so there is a little bit of a background on this Dan Cooper guy. It says Dan Cooper was born on March 2nd, 1953 at Samson Air Force Base, now a closed USAFB, but still an open U.S. undersea naval base. Dan spent 20 years as a paralegal for the CIA and is now a senior advisor to the Earth Alliance and had some incredible firsthand information to share about what is happening behind the scenes on this planet, and it's not what most would expect. Dan is a physicist and inventor of an over unity generator, a small free energy device that can power your home and your car for over a decade at the cost of only the generator itself. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro, you may get silenced. You got to be careful where you're saying this information. Make sure you're well protected. I understand, that have some CIA ties, but at the same time, you know what they can do. They do the thing called silencing. You stop it. You be careful. Maybe put all your stuff on the blockchain so that way they can't erase it.
There are the times we don't like real women anymore. What, you mean these virtual women go online and make money and I have to spend 3 hours putting makeup on? Yep. Get over it, whore. Your days are over. Your womb is drying up. My womb is eternal.
Wait, so the AI girls know that they're taking money away from real creators because everyone's just going to gravitate. It never ages. It always looks the same. It's the AI way. Oh boy. Just embrace the aging. Enjoy all the ages. But no, people have their things. Interesting. I really hope the world doesn't just completely go and this is like a phase of like, hey, we had a thing of where people got into robots. But at the same time, if we getting to singularity and your biological form gets integrated with your technological form. All right, interesting. I am now thinking like this may be the future. Oh my God. Guys, I have no political agenda I'm trying to push on to you, but I keep getting videos of Barron Trump that they're just like, I have no idea. They're just like weird and unique. And now Stu shares this with us and I'm just like, bro, is everybody getting the same? Yeah. What is the conspiracy on this one? Why is he getting the applause? Yeah, he's getting recognized because he did the things. Without him, none of this would have been. Sorry.
$1 million was spent for transgender.
Yes, and that's, I would say, is the floor, not the ceiling, because the information on federal databases is not, it was pretty incomplete.
So you think we're going to find out that it was much more money than that for
yes,
transgender?
Yes.
Can you describe what exactly the American people's taxpayer dollars were spent on regarding transgender?
Yeah, in a lot of these cases, they're involve mice, rats, monkeys who are being and subjected to hormone therapies to mimic female to male or male to female gender transitions, gender affirming therapy. And then looking at the biological, psychological, and physiological effects of the, looking at the effects of transition these animals from male to female or female to male, looking at the size of their, after you've put them on, transition them. And in the case that the chairwoman, the example the chairwoman gave, there was a $1.1 million grant to give female lab rats testosterone to mimic transgender male humans and then overdose them.
$1 million was spent for
Yes, and that's, I would say, is the floor, not the ceiling, because the information on federal databases is not, it was pretty incomplete.
So you think we're going to find out that it was much more money than that for
Yes.
transgender animal testing?
Yes.
Can you describe what exactly the American people's taxpayer dollars were spent on regarding transgender?
Yeah, in a lot of these cases, they're involve mice, rats, monkeys who are being.
Man, this is crazy. Like, where are the people that are supposed? Who is it? PETA. Where's PETA? Where's PETA, man? These are the things you should be focused on. Instead, you're doing all kinds of crazy displays out there trying to stop this. Stop this craziness. Like, there's got to be better ways. These animals didn't agree to get. There's no winning here. There's no winning here. There's no winning. There's no winning.
You know, the moon is rusting. I've heard about it. So there's this kid that took like the most high quality picture of the moon ever taken. Over like 2,000 images that he combined. And you can clearly see that the moon is rusting.
Okay.
Or I saw this on NASA. Research indicates the presence of hematite, a form of rust that normally requires oxygen and water. This has scientists puzzled. Hematite is a name that is derived from the Greek word meaning blood. Joel 2, it says, "The sun shall be turned to darkness and the moon to blood, and it shall come to pass that everyone who calls in the name of the Lord shall be saved. As the Lord has said, among the survivors shall be those whom the Lord calls."
That's weird.
It's throughout scripture of the moon turning to blood, and like, what does that mean? So like the Bible, it was ultimately translated into Greek at one point, right? And the Greek word for blood is hematite, the same word that they use for this rust.
Yeah.
And so it's like the moon has hematite on it.
Yeah.
That's weird. It's all gonna end soon, so you better.
End times is coming, my friends.
Guys, one of the most liked comments on here is, so a kid took the best pic of the moon and NASA with the budget of $24 billion couldn't, and you know what else NASA couldn't? They still don't show us a picture of the Earth, but all these people, they go, oh yeah, I've seen the Earth. Seen the Earth. No, you haven't. That's all CGI'd what they're showing you. You stop it. You ask for the real pear-shaped object that they're telling us that we're on. You ask for that picture. Why won't they show us a picture of the unedited picture? Oh, Teddy, they don't have things to capture the grand depth of what really is there. No, you stop it. They're doing a cover-up, I feel. We're going to do 2 more.
Smug's welfare payment failed due to facial recognition technology, so he was forced to stick on black tape as eyebrows. Okay, even we found it a bit funny. But we've done some digging, and the whole situation is more serious than it seems. Thailand's digital welfare ID uses facial recognition to authenticate people during transactions, like using a person's face as a barcode. This woman, who reportedly travelled a long distance, was actually denied food after the intrusive system failed to recognise her. The UK government recently announced plans to digitise people's driving licences, and we use facial recognition checks to verify people. Make no mistake, a digital ID is very different to a physical ID. At their worst, they can be misused for mass surveillance, to curb people's liberties, and can be abused for the tracking, targeting, or differential treatment of marginalised groups. That's why we're campaigning to enshrine your right to use non-digital ID in.
Wait, this is already here. They're already digital IDing you. You have got Bluetooth on your phone? You're already digital ID'd. Oh, you don't have a phone? You're already digital ID'd. Oh, you walk outside, you go in public, you're already digital ID'd. The only way you're not getting digital ID'd is if you go into some crazy cave system or hollow earth or tunnel system and then boom. But then you got to worry about the ant people or the lizard people or the mole people. There's many things. It's compromises. I'm content where I am. But at the same time, I know it's here. I know it's coming and it's going to be pushed, and soon it could turn into what they do, that social credit score, you know? Hey, where if you don't have that social credit score, you can't come to this area. Or you don't have the score, you can't come into this area. It's only for 600 and above. Oh boy. I'm going to do 1 more.
Old trio of cube-shaped robots, Bumble, Honey and Queen, has been deployed to the ISS. Equipped sensors and cameras, they move around autonomously and handle various tasks, including inventory management, data capturing and images of experiments, and transporting materials around the station. Much like droids from the Star Wars series, Astrobees are...
Wait, what are the reasons for these things? Astrobees is what they're called? Like, is it like just a big speaker? Is it keeping metrics? Why did they need metrics up there? Your entire ISS, you got all the metrics you need to take. Why you need to send another cube up there? Send the people food. Bring those astronauts down that are still stuck up. Wait, are they still stuck up there? Are they still stuck up there? They don't talk about them anymore. I don't know. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, Goons, you made it to the end. Hey, Stu, why'd you do this to us? Why? The only one I like was Bear Trump, because I know. It's hilarious to me, but I'm sure something really dark is happening at the same time. Oh boy, here we go again. Hey, listen, there should be videos on the screen right now. Click on either one of them to continue the Goon Fix. The one in the middle, you can subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Thanks to in the comments. Goodbye. Thanks to in the comments. Goodbye.
Triple cheese. Wake up.